Hello, friends. Good middle of the day. Good afternoon. Wow, that thing's getting bad. Yeah, I try to keep my videos as positive as I can. I try to make them as informative as I can. And I don't really talk, I try not to talk about, the pain and all that I go through. I do share some, but I try to keep it as out of it as I can, because I don't want to burden people. I just feel like I'm burdening people when I talk about it, especially with this spiritual / twin flame journey, because it is a spiritual journey. People don't want to hear about it, and they think I'm crazy enough as is, so I try not to go into it. Every week, at the beginning on a Sunday night, before I go to bed, shut it down for the night or whatever, it may be early Monday morning. Most times it's early Monday morning. I'll do a weekly card pull, Oracle card pull. I have 3 questions since March that I ask. And I always use pretty much the same decks. I use my Spellcasting Oracle deck, which is where I pull my 3 cards from. I ask 3 questions there. And then I use my Dark Mirror deck, which is kind of like shadow work and that kind of stuff. Sometimes, like I did yesterday, I'll pull in for my first deck I ever got, my Spirit Animal Oracle deck. And my twin gave me this deck, and I'm gonna be trying more to work with it and incorporate it. I just been pulled towards it really heavily for the past couple weeks, so I've got it here on my desk to work more with. But anyway, it's really been strange. I asked 3 questions. With the Dark Mirror deck, I always ask, what is it that I need to kind of work on or know what's going on with my shadow. This is a card I pulled this week, was Addicted. And it talks about being addicted to, the typical addictions, but it talks more about feelings. It talks more about being addicted to grief, to depression, to anxiety, being, kind of like a slave to those things. They are your master, your slaver, and you are the slave to those, and you're kind of shackled in chains because of it, because you can't break free of it because you're addicted to it. And that hit home. I mean, lately I felt like I have been kind of addicted to, the down stuff, the grief, the depression, all that I'm going through because of this journey that I'm on. First question I ask when I do my 3 card pull is, I always ask the first question is, what is it I need to know the most right now about me? What is it, the one thing I need to know the most right now? Freedom. Now keep in mind that I'm just showing you these things to show you about spirit, how spirit will interact with you, and spirit is real, and spirit will give you the messages that you need to hear, Now, I'm a slave to my negative feelings and thoughts. This one's talking about, the question is, what is it I need to know the most right now? The most important thing for me to know right now. I need to free myself, my authentic self. I need to be my authentic self, to free myself from the things that are burdening me and shackling me down. Okay. Second question I asked, what is it that I need to know for this upcoming week? What is it that I need to know, the most? It's the most important going into the new week. Grieving. Now keep in mind, I'm a slave to these negative feelings. I need to let them go. And what happens when you let things go? You grieve. But here's the thing. This card, not necessarily talking about that. This card is talking about that you've got family. You've got someone on the other side that's been trying to catch you, trying to communicate with you, trying to get a message to you. I have felt someone around. I had a suspicion of who it was. And as my sister. My sister passed away at the age of 46. September 25th or 26th, I think, of 2021. She passed away of a brain aneurysm. It was completely unexpected. You know, she was in a medically induced coma, and we got the call, and you know, she was gone. I got the call to go and say my goodbye, and you know, she wasn't there. You know, but when I was there, and there were tears coming out of her eyes. You can't tell me that she wasn't there. You know, so my mom saw it. And so my sister, you know, I've been crying out, you know, I need some help with this journey, this spiritual twin flame journey I'm on. I'm needing some help. I'm needing some guidance. And I felt somebody around, but I've been so addicted to these feelings that I couldn't get a grasp on who it was and what was going on, you know. So last night, after I got done doing something here spiritually last night, I sat down, and my sister, when I got done at the hospital the day that my sister passed, I sat in the car, and I lost it. I just couldn't. I didn't lose it in the hospital. I didn't want to do that in front of everybody. I wanted to be strong for everybody, you know. And I get in the car, and I'm sitting in the hospital parking lot, and I'm numb. I don't know what to feel, what to do. And a song comes on the radio. The Long and Winding Road by the Beatles. And I listened to the lyrics really close. I knew the song. And I was like, wow, that's her. That's her. And there's another song that when she's really coming through and really is strongly around is More Than a Feeling by Boston. You know, I see my Marianne, her name is Marianne, I see my Marianne walking away, you know, and the song fits. It's very dear to me, that song. It's along with the other one. So when I sat down on the sofa last night after dealing with this spiritual issue here last night, which wasn't evil, thank God, I turned TV on, I put the music on, and when I turned it on, there was Boston, just coming on, More Than a Feeling. And I knew right then and there, this card, I knew what I was feeling. I had a hunch it was her, but so yeah, you know. And I've been asking for, you know, some kind of clarity, something with this journey. The last question I ask when I pull these cards is, the last thing I ask is, what is it I need to know for the upcoming week? What is it that I need to know or hold on strong to about she and I? This makes the third week in a row that I've got the same card. Same card. I shuffle the cards. The cards are not, I mean, it's pretty much a brand new deck. I don't work it every day. I only work it on Sundays. So it's not like this card is bent. This card is, you know, whatever. I shuffle, and then I work them in my hands, and I let Spirit tell me, you know, what card to pull. And I felt my sister here in this room so strong last night. I knew it was somebody, I knew it was family, and I wasn't 100% sure, but so when I asked that question, it's the same card that I get for the past 3 weeks. Is love. Now, this young lady, this angel here, kind of resembles my twin. So I am thanking my sister, and I'm crying. And just amazed, you know. And so I was thinking about her on the way back from doctor's visit, or the speech therapist, on the way home. And she was really on my mind, more so than usual, you know. And I knew it was her. And I know she's got more to tell me. But because of the state that I was in, I just wasn't able to handle it last night. And so I said, is that you? You know, Marianne, is that you? Can you kind of let me know if that's you? I had my phone connected to my radio in my van. On that particular playlist, I've got over 500 songs. Next song comes on after I ask that question out loud, after I leave the DG, Dollar General. 500 songs on that playlist. It's shuffling randomly. Long and winding road. I had to pull over. In a parking lot because I just, like I am now, I just started crying. You can't make this shit up, guys. You can't make it up. They're with us, and they want to help us, and they're doing everything in their power to help us, and they're trying their damnedest to get our attention. But because we've got the world and we've got just life in general beating in here, we don't slow down. We don't go within here to connect here to get the messages. You know, when our loved ones pass, immediately when they pass, you know, we want to feel them. We want to know they're around. We want to know that they're okay. They're in heaven or wherever. You know, we want to hear from them. You know, but what do? We're so wrapped up in our grief, and then we're wrapped up in life and all that, and then we run around wondering why we can't hear from them. You know, well, why is it I can't hear from them? Because you're not quieting this down to go within here in order to go up here to make that connection. Because they're there and they are trying to connect with you all the time. Do you not think that when you talk to them, when you're having difficulty or you're thinking about them, do you not find that kind of weird that all of a sudden you go, you know, months, maybe a year or better, and you don't think about it, and all of a sudden, boom, you think about them? You ever wonder why that is? Little hint, that's them. As a medium, I'm telling you, that's them. That's them making their presence known. You have a dream about them out of the blue, that's them. They're trying to connect. I know my sister's got more to tell me. And I know it's about this journey. I know what she'd tell me if she was here right now. I know what she'd probably do too. Because she did it when she was alive. So yeah. And it wouldn't surprise me that in her energetic, ethereal state, that she hadn't tried to reach out to my twin to try and do just what she tried to do when I had my divorce and separation and my ex-wife would leave me so many times. Because she would tell me, if I just talk to her, I can just explain things. I can just explain some things. So yeah. Folks, our loved ones are there. Just, I hope that brings you comfort. Hope is the word, hope. I have faith that this will bring you comfort.